Hi and welcome to Python tutorial of how to develop an alphabet app. Let me show you guys how this works. If I click on any of these alphabets, let's say we go for S.
S is for strawberry.
Now let's click on clear and reset the whole system. Let's check out another alphabet. Let's say we go for A.
A is for apple. A is for apple. A is for apple.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Python development environment, and we put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. And welcome to my alphabet app tutorial. To start with, I'm going to first of all import the following. Make sure you guys import the following libraries. And if you don't have the Pygame on your system, you are advised to get that installed. And you also need to install the Google text-to-speech library. Okay, now I'm going to start by initializing my Pygame. Let's say pygame.initialize there. And the next thing is my project root. That's going to be TK, and the title, I'm just gonna call it alphabet app. Okay, I will also need to assign define the dimension. So let's say the geometry here is going to be 1352, and that is going to be by 652, right? Plus 0 plus 0. The plus 0 plus 0 means I would like the string to actually start from up here somewhere. Okay, that is taken care of. Now root.configure, that's going to be the color, the background color. That's what I'm defining now. The background color equals background. If the background color is not defined, it will just end up with a default color, and I don't want that very color, so the background color is going to be white. Then I'm going to declare a variable. I'm going to call it num1 equals, let's say that is going to be string. Okay, or I can just call it str1. Yeah, string 1 instead of using num. Then str1 dot set, I like it to set as follows: welcome to alphabet app. So that's going to be the first item you will see on the text box that I will declare. And then I'm going to declare another variable. I'm going to call it ABC. ABC is going to be for my frame. Frame is going to be resident inside the root, and the back color of that frame, I want it to be white as well. Right. Okay, let's add my frame to a grid. So ABC dot grid there. Now next thing I want to create will be the canvas. I'm going to need the canvas to display my image, so the name of the canvas is just, that's the name right there. Okay, alright, so I'm going to say canvas will reside inside the frame called ABC, and the width of that very canvas is going to be 160, while the height is going to be 120. Okay, let's make the back color as well for that very canvas. I'm going to make that white. Right. The next thing, let's enter my canvas dot grid, and it's going to be in row 3, column 3. There, row 3, column 3 for the canvas. Now let's create a variable for my image. Image number 1 equals object picture box, or picture image, sorry, picture image, as is known inside Python. So the file is going to be icon. That will be my main logo itself there. And image equals can dot create underscore image, and this will be the size of my image file itself, 80 by 70 comma image equals image number 1. There we go. Okay, there. Okay, the next thing I'd like to create would be my display. So I'm going to call that txt display equals entry, and the entry is inside ABC, comma. Now let's say the text inside our the text variable equals st, oh no, s, that should be st, I want it to be str, which stands for string, str. So it's going to be str1. Just copy that and paste that in here. So that will be the value inside the text box. Right, so let's say comma and set a font. The font is going to be an area, and comma maybe 44, and let's make that bold. Let's enter a comma, then BG color. I want it to be powdered blue. There. Okay, let's put a border. BG equals 34, and the width equals 39, comma, let's say justify center, justify equals center, all in uppercase. There we go, and close that. Now let's say display grid. Display grid itself, this is what I want. It's the display grid dot equals row 0, and column equals 0 as well, and I would like it to span across 7 buttons that I'll be creating later on for all the alphabets, and the pattern is 1. Okay, let's end it root dot main and loop. Okay, then let's save it now. Go to file, save as. I'm going to save that right inside my project area, so it's going to be saved as alphabet app. There, click on save, and inside that very folder I also have the images that I intend to use. There we go, those are the images that I will be using. Okay, make sure you get your own image from A to Z. Okay, so the next thing I would like to do now is to try out what I've just put together. Let's see how it's going to look like for now. Alright, it's coming up. There we go, guys. This is how it looks now. Okay, let's add some buttons. So right underneath here, I'm going to add the very first button. I'm going to call it btna. That is for button A. Call is very object button, and that very object button is going to be inside ABC frame. And let's pad it equals 1. Add some border around it, make that 4. Font itself, I'm going to copy this. Let's copy all of this, paste that in there. The font, let's make that 21. Now the width I'm going to make that 10. Height, let's make the height 3 equals 3. And the text content on it is going to be A right there. I'll make it uppercase and there. So let's say the color, BG color that I want for it, that's going to be equals corner silk. Say corn silk, then corn silk. Yeah. You can always find different color online if you search for it. And for now, let's just close that and say dot grid row equals, make that 1, and the column itself equals 0. There. Let's press enter here so that we can have enough space for it. Yeah. Okay, let's run the very first button and see how that looks like. There we go. That's my very first button. Nothing is happening now. So all I will do now is just copy this and just speed it across. Paste the second one, that's going to be B and C. Let's come in here and change that. That is button B and button C there. This is going to be B, C, and here let's change this to powdered blue. I'm thinking lowercase. Powdered blue. And this one is going to be powdered blue as well. Right, let's run it and see how it's going to look like. Oh no, we need to change. Let's close that. This is column 0, so this one will be column 1 and this one will be column 2. Okay, we can now save and run it. There we go, guys. This is how it looks like for now. So now that you guys get the whole idea, I'm going to speed up the development of the button and get back to you guys shortly. Okay guys, I've finished the development of all of the buttons. That's A to G, that would be my row number 1, and H to N will be on row 2, O to T will be on row number 3, as you can see, and finally that should be row number 4 here. U to Claire will be on row number 4, and there. So have a good look at the lines of code for the buttons one more time, and then we'll try it out. Okay, let's try it out. Once this works the way we want, then we start work on the functions. There we go, guys. There we go. There's nothing happening right now. You can see the different colors as well. You can also change the color to suit whatever you want. This is meant to be my logo, and there. So let's close that, and the next thing we want to do now is to start work with the functions. Okay, right underneath here, let me start by just breaking this one. Enter this here. That's going to be my rule number 0 there. Okay, right underneath here, I'm going to enter my very first function, and this is going to be for clear, so I'm going to call it clear. That's fine there. And as for clear, what I just want you to do is str.set the text. Let us set it to welcome to alphabet app. Right, that's all I want that to do. So this is meant to be 1. Now the next thing is, let's say image. Whatever image I have in here, I want it cleared. So here is going to be image clear. Let me copy this very image, and I'll paste that right in here. There. And right up here, I need to define the image, and let's change the name to image clear. And let's call image clear here. Right. So the very first image I'm going to call, okay, let's put that, let's change this to, this is what I was meant to copy, yeah, and paste this right here. There, that is the very first image, and the name of that very image is going to be called image clear. Right, let's change that to image clear. This, okay, that is sorted. So that's my very first function. So this function, I'm going to call it inside the clear. So we go straight down and come in here where we have clear. So I'm going to change that to command equals clear. There. So the very first one is taken care of. That's the first function. Okay, the second function is going to be, I will call that alphabet A underscore A. That is my very first function. For alphabet A, I'm going to say str1 dot set A is for apple. There we go. Then now let's set the image. Okay, I'm going to copy this. Let's paste it here, and I will change this one to image A. Okay, each of those images must have their own unique name. There we go. That's for the very first image. The very first image A, now we need to call the very first image A. Paste this here. Let's create a space here. So this is going to be image A. Okay, variable to call image A is known as image A, and the image I want to call will be right in here. The image is right in here, is known as apple, this very one. Okay, and it's a PNG file. So minimize that, come in here, change the name to apple. There. So if I try out my system now, let's copy this and enter it in here. Let's say command equals that. So I'm now calling that. So let's run it and see how it's going to look like. So come to run, click on image, button A, that's it, apple, reset, apple, reset. And up here you see A is for apple. That's good. So let's repeat exactly the same thing for image B. So I'm going to copy all of this paste that, change this to B, letter B, B, this one will become B as well, this is B as well, and here the name is banana there. So let's come into button B right here. I'm going to change that to B, copy this, paste it in here, and change that to B. Now let's run it and see how that's going to look like. There we go. A for apple, B for banana. You see that, guys? A is for apple, B is for banana, clear. B is for banana, clear. Okay, let's add some sound into it. So what I want to do is, or what I'm trying to achieve now, is to use the Google text to speech to read whatever I have in here. So the method for that is going to be TTS equals gTTS text equals A is for apple. This, copy that, paste that in there. Then we also need to define the language. Lang equals EN, and that stands for English. That's A is for apple. Now let's save it. I'm gonna say TTS dot save, and that is going to be alphabet. I'm going to save it as alphabet app, alphabet A dot mp3. Right, close. So that's going to be the name of my file. Then we now need the system, operating system dot system, okay, start alphabet dot mp3, and there we go, guys. So let me close that. Right, okay, let's try this out before we have a go at that of B. So run the program. Let's come in here, see, there we go, and let's press A. Alright, I think it's working.
A is for apple.
You hear that, guys?
A is for apple.
A
is for apple. A is for apple. A is.
Okay, let's try out B because A is now in order. Let's close that and come into here. Just copy all of this, the 3 lines of code, copy, paste it there, and change this to B. That is B, and this is B as well. The file name is now B. Okay, alphabet underscore B.mp3, and change this to banana. Copy and paste there. That is for B. Okay, so we can have a go at B. Let's see how B is going to look like. Click on B.
B is for banana. B is for banana. B is for banana.
Okay, now that we've got A and B working, so all I'm just going to do now is I'm going to copy all of these, come right down here, paste that for letter C, and change this, the name of that to C. This is C. So this is now going to be cherry. And this is going to be C is for cherry. something for the one right here. There we go. And change this to C. This is C as well, the file name. There. And this is C, letter C as well. Okay, now that C is taken care of, scroll right down. Let's come into the button C and enter a command for button C. Paste that in there and change that to C. There we go. Now that we know how to put together these methods or functions or function definition, okay, we've done 3 together, so I'm going to now speed it up. Okay, the functions are all completed from A to Z as D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, and we have O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, and there. That's all there is to it. So all that is left is just to make sure you call the functions using this command. Command equals alphabet A, alphabet B, that is for B, this is for A, and this is for C, D, E, and so on. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to run the program and you guys see how this alphabet app works. Okay guys, let's try out any of these buttons.
Orange. O is for orange. O is for orange.
That is O. Let's try out maybe S.
S is for strawberry. S is for strawberry.
And right up there you also see it there, S is for strawberry. And let's try out something else. Maybe we'll come into, let's try out E.
E is for egg fruit. E is for egg fruit. E is for egg fruit.
And there guys, that's how you develop your own text-to-speech alphabet app in Python. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it. Bye for now.